Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Patra, and the focus of this discussion is going to be all about Zomato, which shares are actually rising in trade. In fact, we've seen an 8% intraday jump in today's trading session. Heavy trading volumes. In fact, the food delivery player has also regained the market cap of 50,000 crore rupees in today's trading session as well. Now, shares of Zomato have been in an uptrend. In fact, if you talk about the last 1 month, we've seen a 19 to 20% surge in the stock price as well. And whereas the stock has also appreciated about 50% from the 52-week low levels. So what exactly is behind this sharp surge, and should you as an investor now take notice of this current uptrend in Zomato as a buying opportunity? That's what we will focus on this show. Joining in to discuss more about Zomato and the outlook going forward, with me is Sneha Podar, AVP Research Analyst of Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Sneha, welcome to the show and thank you so much for taking the time out. Well, we did see that initial sharp surge in the first half of trading session for Zomato, an 8% upsurge. What could you really fathom as is the reason behind the sharp surge?
Okay, good evening, Sakshi. Thank you for having me on the show. So basically, the main reason which could actually have led to the rally is the food. Basically, in the dining space, actually, they have come up with a new concept. So that will actually that is expected to push the business in the dining space. Basically, what they would be doing is they would be having a direct connect with the consumer, wherein they would be coming out with offers on offers with which would be they would be tying up with various restaurants, and they would come up with offers on the dine-in activity. So that is expected to provide a new growth avenue to the company, and that might become a very big space, because earlier there were a lot many players, but then eventually they have all died down, and few players which were left, they have been acquired by some of the other players. So consolidation has happened on the dine-in deal side. So now with Zomato already with a very good network, is all set to tap this space, and this should actually provide a big growth opportunity to the company, apart from the food delivery business which they already have.
Okay. Now, like I was pointing out in my introduction as well, that Zomato shares have already seen a strong run up. 20% in the last 1 month and 50% from the 52-week low levels. After this kind of a surge that we've already seen, do you still believe Zomato has potential for a further rise from the current levels? And what are the key factors that you think that can support the rally going forward?
We believe that another 15 to 20% rise can definitely happen from this level. But what really needs to be seen as is the company able to actually deliver continuously. Basically, as per management, the company is expected to break even in the second quarter of FY24. However, we have been conservative, and we believe that they would take some time, and by FY25, we are expecting the company to break even if they break even by FY25. Then according to our estimates, we're expecting a good revenue growth of around 30% CAGR and break even by FY25, which should give us a good potential upside of 20% from here onwards. But obviously, there are few concerns as Swiggy, their competitive partner. So how that scales up, and the what kind of pricing war they adopt, if any. Then there could be some regulatory hurdles, and also these are few pockets wherein one needs to really monitor. And Blinkit, obviously, as we all know, currently it has been a lot in news, though things have resumed once again and things have normalized at Blinkit, but then that continues to be a gray area. So there are few concerns, but if the company is able to deal with them, then definitely there is a huge opportunity. And dine out space, as we mentioned, should provide a good this thing. So with
Hmm.
increasing internet penetration, with increasing a number of frequent number of orders, we believe there's a lot of potential for the company to scale up and grow big.
Right. Sneha, you correctly pointed out because several brokerage houses, including yours, have actually put out reports recently looking for an upside from the current levels as well, based on the factors that you just pointed out. But these positive reports have also emerged despite Zomato's Blinkit business looking at some turbulence, witnessing an exodus of delivery partners. A lot of strikes have taken place earlier this month as well. I wanted to understand, have you penciled in any of those concerns in the kind of projections that you have had, or can this concern emerge as a big impediment in the way Zomato functions from here on, even financially also? Can that be an impediment going forward?
See, so far, we believe, I mean, though we have been very conservative with regards to Blinkit numbers, but what we believe is that so far the event, the strike which had happened and the change which the company has implemented with regards to the payment to delivery guys, so the impact at the current levels should be very limited on the revenue front, probably 1 to 2% at max. But then it really needs to be seen how the company scales up Blinkit from here onwards. So that would be the real monitorable factor. But so far, yes, we have been very conservative with Blinkit numbers. For us, it's still from the day the Blinkit was acquired, we have been very conservative on it because we see it as a little trouble area.
Okay, understood that as well. Have you also reduced your growth estimates with regards to delivery business after this?
No, we haven't tweaked our estimates so far because, as I mentioned, the impact would be very limited as of now.
Okay. When we talk about Zomato's stock as of now, it's despite the kind of rally that we have witnessed in the recent time, the stock is still about 58-60% away from its all-time high levels of, say, 160 odd mark. Can we see that level again, and what will it take for Zomato to reach that level?
See, it's very difficult to predict when the company would see that level, but definitely if it's able to grow at a very fast pace and if it's able to turn profitable quicker than our estimates, then obviously, like, those levels can definitely come. But it's very difficult to say at this moment because it's a very competitive industry and it continuously requires, like, cash burning. So, all depends upon, like, how the competition scales up and what level of cash burn they would still have to do in order to grow their overall number of orders and the order size basically. So
Got that.
yeah, so basically that is the key monitorable, and as quickly they are able to scale up the business in a profitable manner, the quicker they're able to do it, the faster the those numbers can be seen.
Sure. At this point in time, what are you advising fresh investors who looking to put in fresh money in Zomato? Is this the correct point?
The stock has rallied a lot in the past 1 month, so I would like suggest the investors to let it cool down a little, and then probably around, say, between around 55 levels or little lower, like then they can really look at once again entering the stock.
Got that. Well, thank you so much, Sneha, for being with us on the show and discussing all the insights about the outlook that you have for Zomato and what it means for the investors to be looking at the current surge in prices as well. Thank you so much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.